Hey everybody, this is Angelo, and today we are doing another project as well as giving some Ethereum away again. I do have to put a special disclaimer in here today because I am going to be reviewing my community, my project, and it's not an NFT drop yet. Will I have one? Probably. But I'm using mine as an example of what I think the future could look like, or in my opinion, the future of NFTs. And I wanted to share that with you in my journey of creating my own community, which is NFT Athletic Community. And it's been quite a journey. And so I'm going to evaluate it just like I would any other NFT project. So here's the disclaimer. All opinions and information presented in this video are based on my research and standards I personally have set for the projects. This does not mean the project is good or bad, or that it will fail or succeed. I'm usually not compensated or sponsored by the projects I review. If I am sponsored or compensated, I'll let you know. Note that investing, trading, or participating in NFTs are speculative in nature, and you should not use this video, blog, or podcast, past, current, or future episodes as financial advice. Also note that by the time you read, listen, or hear this information about the project or my opinions, they may have changed. To get updated information on the project, please contact the project itself, or you can reach out to me, direct message on Twitter, link in the description. Please do your own research. Well, let's talk about the theme of NFT Athletic Community. The theme is pretty simple. We are currently running events every single month, and they're exercise events, and they're for anybody. It doesn't matter what the sport is. I could go through the journey of where we've gotten to where we have, but that's primarily because we started off with running, and we are much different now because of the community. So the theme is exercise. We want people to exercise in the community, and as we get bigger, we're getting more groups of individuals who own gyms and things like that. And so they can partake in the events that we have, and we have different tiers. So we have free, we have charity, we have medals, we have shirts, and we have shirts and medals. And the community decides what charity we do and what percentages go towards the charity, the community, and such. But the unique part of this is we don't necessarily have an NFT drop yet, because those will be for the members. If you heard me speak in some of my other videos or podcasts, I talk about especially ones that already exist, they need cash flow in order to continue to exist. And they get that from the secondary market. However, businesses like, let's talk about big businesses like Walmart, Target, let's see, in our world, it would be Runner's World, Goo, Powerade, Gatorade. Those types of companies don't need to do an NFT drop in order to sustain their business, and they are just operating fine. So NFTs to them is an enhancement, and that's what NFT Athletic Community does, is we make money off of running events, and that could be within the community, or they could be outside the community. And as the events are being operated, it generates revenue, and that revenue goes back to the community, where they decide where things go. And as we get up and running, I've done it a little bit uniquely as the leader. Typically, you have the business, and then you would add the enhancement of NFTs. In our case, we're going backwards. We are starting in the NFT space, starting with virtual events and working our way to real life events, which our first one will come in March, and then having the company sustain itself. And we're hoping to bridge the gap between NFT world and the real world, I'll say real world, like Instagram, the folks who haven't taken to NFTs yet. And those early supporters of the NFT space will definitely get perks as we move along. But as the leader, it's focused on the community and getting people to exercise. As we move more towards digital world and our lifestyles become more sedentary and more looking at computers, it becomes more important to exercise. And that's why when we say athlete, we are not saying anybody has to be like a professional. You could go out there and walk. You could go out there and run and be an Olympian. It doesn't matter at what scale. You could even be in karate. You could be in football. You could be in any sport. It doesn't matter. That makes you an athlete. As long as you're going out there and moving and sweating and exercising, that's the main point. And of course, the community part of NFT Athletic Community is that it is community run. They make decisions that I am listening to help direct. And this is what I'm hoping that companies do or should be doing in the future, is getting people who are really interested in what we have to offer, which are events currently. And we do have future ideas, of course, but taking the input from the community and changing it. Like I said, we started off with just runners or running, and then the community spoke up and said, I like to do other things. So now we incorporate all sports. Our name has changed. We are very flexible, and this is where getting people who are interested in what we do together and letting them tell us how things should be done is, in my mind, the smartest move. So what I see in the future are companies should be moving their communities over to platforms like Discord. It doesn't have to be, but move them over to Discord so you can communicate with them, get feedback, and have everybody communicating with each other, talking to each other. And that's my plan here, is to take our events that we started virtually, get them to real life, eventually move out from my area to national, which is in the US, and go across the nation and build events in real life globally. Our virtual events right now are global. We have people from Russia joining us, from all over the world. So it's been quite interesting to move to the real life event, and March is going to be our first one. So I'm excited about that. So that's primarily what we're trying to do. Keep the business running and provide tiers. That's why we have the free charity, because we want everybody to be able to participate at any time. And we're not doing drops like $500. So every event comes with a free NFT, a Pope badge, and or POAP, depending on how you pronounce it. And then depending on what level of tier that you register in, then that will determine whether you get a medal, whether you donate to charity. Maybe you're just in a spot that you can't participate with money. That's okay. You can sign up for the free version. So there's always a tier open for everyone to join us. And so that's going to be the Ethereum question of the day. So if you hit me up on Twitter, direct message me there and tell me what are the 5 tiers to our registration. So I'll say them right now. It's free, it's charity, it's medal, shirt, or shirt and medal. You have till 11 p.m. Eastern Standard this Friday, which is the 17th. So you have till midnight 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 17th of December 2021 to tell me what are the 5 registration tiers that we have, and direct message me on Twitter, and then you'll be entered into the Ethereum giveaway. And all of them get a free NFT and a free POAP or POAP. And at the charity level and higher, you get part of Ethereum giveaway. All of those have a portion that goes to charity, and a portion of that goes to the community. So you, as a community member, part of the NFT Athletic Community, you get to decide what tier you want to be on and how you get to participate. And then, of course, depending on the event, it might be a little bit different. Like, so for December, we have 'Tis the Season, and that event actually will have the first 12 people who register that are in our Discord get another free NFT that goes with another project that a community member wanted to donate to, Luna M. I'm going to give her a shout out because she's been a big part of the community. Everybody's really great, but Luna is the mastermind behind 'Tis the Season. And so she wanted to do a donation, and that was part of it. These Max Miata toys, she's going to donate to a local charity, and anybody who signs up for the first 12, or the first 12 who register for a charity and higher, will get an extra free NFT. So we do different things for different events. For Halloween, we had a special NFT drop on top of the registration drop. So we try to make it interesting. We try to make it fun. As far as the leadership, I've done this before. I partnered up with somebody. We were very successful. So that's why I entered this space. I love games. I love challenges. And that's why I created this space. I just saw what NFTs could do and just jumped into it as quickly as possible. And so most NFT projects meet the community in Discord and get the NFTs there. We are meeting the community at the social platforms that they reside in. So you get extra perks for coming over to Discord, but we will meet you as a community wherever you're comfortable with, and hopefully we get you to come over to Discord because, to be honest, it's just much more, you get more connection with the community that way. Let's see, transparency. You ask me a question every Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse. We host an AMA. I'm up there answering any questions about the events, asking for feedback from the community outside of Discord. And so we do that every Wednesday at 12 p.m. So you can come in, ask any questions that you want. If you have an idea, if you don't like something, we are listening and really keeping up with what makes everybody excited to join the community. As a leader, I have nothing to hide. You can find me. I have a website, angelosantito.com. You can find everything I'm about there. I'm still building that up, but you can find me on Instagram, and I'll put all of these here. So I do videos like this. So yeah, I have nothing to hide. I want people to know who I am as a leader, what I stand for. So if you have questions of me as a leader, I'm out there. Just ask me. You can direct message me on any platform, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Anchor, or any of the podcasts out there. Let's see, TikTok. I'm out there on TikTok. So everywhere I post to meet people at their platforms, and so doesn't the community. So those events, and I'll tell you right now, it's pretty we're standard. You know what's coming up, unless we decide to go a little bit bigger. Currently, our events charity is $10. Of course, you can always do more for charity if you so choose. The free event is free. The medals are always $30. The shirts are $35. And if you want a shirt and medal, then you pay $40. And we're looking at ways, of course, to reduce that or get better products or add more things to what you get for each project. So it's not like a $500 drop or $200 drop. We are doing NFTs per event. We do 12 of them. And we do the free version because we don't expect everybody to participate and pay for every event. Even me, for real life, being a hardcore runner or competitor in my past, I would probably do four events a year at most and pay for them. So it would be unrealistic to expect everybody to pay for all 12, and that's why we give the free version and all that. And we wanted to make sure that you can pay. So that's the thing. So you pay online like you would any other purchase, and then we will airdrop it to you, the NFT, the registration. Most of the communication happens through emails to update you what's going on with the event, and but you can purchase the NFTs on the Polygon is where we're putting them right now, but we're looking at expanding to multiple blockchains. But you can purchase them on the blockchain if you want. Instead of paying USD, we accept Apple Pay, all sorts of things. We're making it very easy to purchase or to purchase the registration. So that's the normal thing. The NFT drop that we're going to do is going to be more member based. So that is coming out in the future, working with the community as to what that's going to be. I'm not going to dictate what the drop is going to be. I have an idea, and I think the community is going to like it. And so we'll start with my idea, but the community will decide eventually, ultimately, what the NFT drop will be. But it's just going to end up being special perks, and it's going to be like going to the gym. What is the membership of a gym going to be? But we have so many cool things that are going to be coming up. I just don't want to give them away now because some of it's in the works, and really excited about being in the athletic space first. Let's see. What else do I target projects for? Contracts. Once we have the contract, so it's really not going to be like a drop like you have to race and everything. Like I said, we're not the last thing I want to do, and it may even be free, I don't even know, the NFT drops, because the whole idea is to create value for the community, not value for the for the leaders or anything like that. We get our value from the operations, and so that's the major difference. Our operations feed the project, not the other way. The project doesn't. If the project sustains itself, great, but we're taking the operations and sustaining the NFT project. So we're not relying on the NFT project. But we do understand that we want to create value for people, and we don't want to pump it and say, yeah, $1,000, come in here and pay, $200, $300, $400, $500 for an NFT, and then watch it drop down in value. I'd rather give the membership free, and then as a community, we build up the NFT project together, and the value you get out of it for selling it will only help us when we go through. So I'm looking at some royalties right now on the secondary market when we do that, probably around 10%, because I don't think we're going to be selling many of them, but I think that will help in looking at what some of the others are doing. 10% seems to be pretty reasonable. So that's, but we haven't decided yet as a community. Maybe we do want to add a little funds, or maybe we want to keep it right there with memberships of some of the other memberships that have out, like if you go to the gym, what does it cost for a year to do to be part of the membership, and then that's it. So many different options, but again, it's the community that will ultimately decide what's going to happen. And I truly believe this is the way projects should run. When you are relying on the NFT side of things so much, and there's no business to back it up, or you're not creating a business to back it up, I find that you're ending up in a situation where if that project dries up, it collapses. Same could happen with the business side. If the business side fails, then the other side could collapse as well. But if you have a sustaining revenue generating model, then you don't have to worry about that project collapsing. You can just feed it and build it the way it needs to, and then that value goes back to the community members. And that's what I'm looking to do with NFT Athletic Community, and create partnerships with big name brands out there to give perks to those who have memberships, to do collabs with other exercise groups out there, so that we can give perks to each other. What are the five categories? Leadership, transparency, leadership, community. The community is small. I'm not going to lie. There are times when it's dead. There are times when it's picking up. Recently, I would have to say there's been a lot of hype, and we've been gaining a lot of members. And when I say gaining, it's not that much compared to these. We're at like 100 members right now. Actually, probably 88 to be precise. But we're growing every single day. The word is spreading around. But it's a good group. We're really there to push each other and really get out there and exercise. Part of our AMAs that we do on Wednesday is to go around and have accountability partners. This is just new, actually. And so we talk to each other about our goals, our fitness goals. And once we meet up that next week, we kind of go over them and see how people are doing. And we create goals together. So it's kind of fun just to be there. And that's the way I want it to be. I don't want to be 40,000 people and drop down to 88. I'd rather start where we started, which was like maybe 5 people, and we've slowly grown to 88. And as our popularity grows, then we get bigger and bigger, which actually has helped us out a lot to start off small, because starting off small, we were able to make some mistakes, we were able to adjust, and we're still able to quickly adapt to getting things done. So that's the community. So really good community. We're small right now, but we are growing, and I don't see that stopping, to be honest. We're looking at bridging the gap out there in the other platforms to come over to the digital world, but they don't have to. They don't have to. They can still do what they're doing, but it would be fun to have them come over and teach them, because we at NFT, and that's why NFT is not because it's first, but NFT is in our name, is because we feel that NFTs are the future, and the things that we can do with metaverse, blockchain technology, and that's really what we're looking at, is utilizing the blockchain technology and the metaverse to our advantage to really create an experience unique to each individual. And I'm not going to get too much further into it, because we are light years away, but we are running as fast as we can to get things done and really take things to the next level. And then what do we have after that? We have the artwork. The artwork is done by me, so I'm not an artist. So don't expect wonderful NFTs. Sometimes they're hits, sometimes they're not. But once we get some good, let's say, if we can get an artist in the group or something that's willing to do some artwork, I would say the quality gets a little bit better. I do have to say, though, I'm pretty impressed at my artwork, because I did an animated NFT for 'Tis the Season. But we did get an artist, Ness, to help us with a Pope badge for our 12 Days of Giving challenge that we're doing this month of December. And you get a free Pope, and also you get a free Gary V, his 12 and a half book. If you're in the U.S., I will ship it out for free to you. But the book is free. But if you're in the U.S., I ship it for free, and you get a free Pope badge. And if you jump on the Discord or direct message me, I'll give you more details about those 2 events, 'Tis the Season and the 12 Days of Giving. Those are our current events. So the utility. The utility is like this. whatever, so you definitely get free NFTs, free Pope badges. You can purchase the medals. It's in the future that more of the utility will be built, but pretty much what you pay for is what you're getting. So like for instance, if you pay $35 for the shirt, that's pretty much what you're going to pay in real life. So again, we're not hyping up the prices just because we're in the NFT world. I probably could get away with it, but at the end of the day, I don't want to do that. I want to be real. I want to be real life. I want to be, why would somebody from the real, let's say from other platforms want to come over if I'm charging more just because of an NFT? I don't believe in that model necessarily. I don't blame other projects for doing that model. It's just not the model for us that we're going for. But the future utility will be once we do the drop and we get the exposure, which should be coming very soon. And the more of you, and this is the cool thing about athletics. So the more of you that join the community, the more we can give or get, or I should say, well, we can give and get. So if the more of you join the community and I reach out to more companies to say, hey, would you like to sponsor? And then the first thing they ask is, how many people do you have? Because once I answer that question, then I get more things that I can give the community. Let's say like 1 year, I think it was July, we gave out running belts to all those who participated. We raffled off 3 to those who participated because the company gave us 3 running belts. So we can do things like that as we get bigger. So that's what I'm looking to do for the event. As we get bigger, we can give back to the community. We can do bigger Ethereum giveaways. We can give more to charity, and that's an important aspect to what we're doing. Is we want to make a difference in the world and not just run or exercise. So it's like full circle. We're doing everything for everybody. So which one comes first? The people, the perks, giving away, all of that comes together. So it's easier to grab and have people come in and expand that way because, it just, if you have, say, 1,000 people participate in an event and I reach out to, say, Powerade, then they're more likely to say, give us a discount for the next order of Powerade or give us a year's discount for something. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm looking to do, is create those opportunities in the utility and maybe even go even beyond that. But even as far as working with other gyms, maybe we can get gyms to give a discount if you're part of a membership to us. So again, the more people, and that's not special to NFT Athletic Community, that's for any NFT project out there. Of course, companies are looking for eyes on their products. So we don't shill out any products unless it's community approved. So for instance, if somebody comes over to us and says, I'd like to sponsor NFT Athletic Community, I'd like you to put this product in front of them, I ask the community permission first, and then if they say yes or they know it's a well-known product, then we will continue forward. But other than that, I don't allow solicitation inside. We do support each other in the community, of course, but if we want to make sure that everybody's having a good experience and not being advertised every 5 seconds too, except for to clearly identify the events that we have going on within the community. So that's it. That's the 5 things there. So yeah, NFT Athletic Community, we're growing. We're all about healthy lifestyle, exercising, doing 1 event a month, And that's pretty much it. That's all this project. I shouldn't say that's all. There's a lot to it, but that's what we're looking to do, is create healthy people. And for me as a leader, I personally am a running coach, so I can help people with their running and giving advice there. But there are tons of people within the community who have experiences, their own journeys, that can give light and can relate to you. Even if you're starting out small, it doesn't have to be big. You're still an athlete in our eyes. An athlete is anybody, even with the mentality that they're going to do something. Because to me, if you mentally have already decided, and that's the key word, decided, that you're going to exercise or improve your health through nutrition or whatever, and you just need to move your body, you are 90% there by mentally deciding. The rest of it is just going out there and doing it. So for us, if you have decided that you're going to make a difference in your life, in your health, and you need that next little push, a support group, somebody there to push you, we're those folks. Come to NFT Athletic Community. We want to push you. We want to help you. We want you to get to that goal. And we have lots of resources. And what I mean by that is a lot of community members who are there who can help you on your journey. Even if that's 1 minute of walking to start your journey. It's all a mindset. So that's it. Come join us at NFT Athletic Community. Looking forward to seeing you there. Come in, stop and say hi. I'm going to say hi back to you and give you a very good, warm welcome. And make sure you get entered into that Ethereum giveaway. And let's see. Come join us for our 2 events. They're free. You can join them for free and just check us out and see what we're all about and see if it's for you. And until then, I will see you next time.